Little Wildcat roster.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the high school at River Falls, Wisconsin. The Holmen Vikings have traveled into town up the scenic byway to take on the River Falls Wildcats in JV football here on a glorious summer Monday afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Kevin Westhouse, joined by Chris Larson and Dan Jenkins. Chris will be taking us along with play-by-play, and Dan will be sprinkling pearls of wisdom in on top of that. Well, I'm going to sit back here, run the computer, and Mr. Chris Larson and Dan Jenkins, take it away.
Thanks for the introduction. I feel like we're at a comedy club or something.
Yeah.
Have somebody bring us out here.
Yeah. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, you bet.
Kevin Westhouse graciously bringing the gear out and getting everything set up, and we are ready to rock here. About 2 minutes away from game time. Officials just stepped onto the field. We haven't had a coin toss yet. A little discussion going on over here. I'm not sure if there's, what the heck's going on over there, but at some point we'll get a coin toss and get going here. But second game of the season for the Wildcats coming up here this afternoon. First game, the boys took care of business, 30-16 winners over Wisconsin Rapids. That was all the way back on August 17th, so about 10, 11 days ago was the last time this squad played a game. But again, a lot of these kids, I know Max Helmaniak's out there, so a lot of these kids played Friday night in the freshman game. And then kind of the interesting story of the day today, Dan, is that there's a lot of the kids that didn't play in that game that have been playing a lot of varsity football, getting a chance to play some JV. Maybe those kids are playing, 10, 12 plays at the varsity game. Didn't get a chance to play that last game because Coach Ryan Scherz wanted those guys fresh in case he needed them that night. Now with 4 or 5 days between this game and the next varsity game, these kids are getting a chance to play. So a lot of the varsity sophomores and a couple juniors coming down and playing the JV game tonight that did not play the last time this JV team played.
Yeah, some pretty key positions as well.
Yeah, we got, I know Brady Stavanova is out there tonight. Also, Caleb Thompson is playing. Those are a couple of juniors. I believe that Thay Dreyer is in uniform. I know Joe Tarasavich is. And a quarterback that we haven't seen yet this year that played a lot of quarterback for this Wildcat team last season, number 12, Tino Massa. Tino really played all the freshman games and pretty much most of the JV last season. Did not play in the last JV game, obviously not eligible to play freshman football this year, but looks to be the varsity backup. But he will be in action tonight playing for this JV team. And that really comes off of a really pretty impressive performance last week for Brecken French. Brecken French was 7 of 8 for about 80 yards last week for the Wildcats. But I think Coach Ryan Scherz and a lot of these guys want to get a chance to look at Tino Massa. And we haven't seen him play since last season. Guys in stripes out there getting set here to do the coin toss.
Yeah, it's a warm afternoon. I've got about, 83 degrees here on a late August Monday afternoon in River Falls, Wisconsin. A little light breeze out of the south at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. That's from our right to your left. So anybody kicking a 54-yarder plus could come into play tonight.
Yeah, a little whisper of a sound in the background you hear is the fan because it is sweltering up here in this little hot box here. Really nice to have this spot, really wonderful. We've got great Wi-Fi. We've got a great perspective to watch the game, but it does get warm up here on a day like today. So we do have the fan blowing in the background to try to keep ourselves a little cooled off up here.
I know Dan has a requisition in for air conditioning. We'll see if that comes through with David Crail sometime this year. Don't hold your breath.
Who won the toss, Dan? What did you see out there?
Oh, I wasn't really watching. I saw. Well, it looks like they're still out there.
Rob Derry's on tonight. Rob says, let's go. You bet. Give it a good let's go, Rob. Glad to have you.
Let's go, Cats. We've got a nice week here on tap for football. Thursday night, Jeff Johnson and Bo Herstein heading up to New Richmond to go up there and bring you the broadcast of that freshman game on Thursday night. And then Friday, the whole crew will be running up there for the varsity game. Should be a really, really good game.
Yeah.
2-2-0 squads, two teams that have really kind of dominated both their games so far this season with a opening matchup that really has probably, Big River's conference title implications early on week one of the season.
Hey, other things on the YouTube Sports Broadcast Network this week. girls volleyball will have their season kickoff broadcast this Thursday night as well, I think 7 o'clock. So after the freshman football game, you can tune on in, shoot over to watch the girls volleyball.
Yeah, that should be a really fun season over there. New voices for the volleyball team. And we actually had a little celebration at the family Saturday night. My in-laws celebrating their 62nd wedding anniversary. And my son, Jack Larson, playing here tonight, has two cousins who play volleyball for Stillwater. I believe they play September 18th right over here at the litter box. And those two young ladies are really looking forward to playing that game because that's always a big game, playing against River Falls. Stillwater had a great team last year as well. They went to state. And that should be a really, really fun contest. So it was fun hearing some Wildcat and Pony trash talk Saturday night around the dinner table. So it looks like the Cats are going to receive here. Kick return team out on the field. Who do we got deep out there, Dan?
Who brought the binoculars?
I've got some binoculars. Looks like we got Joey Tarasavage out there, and I think Blake Schneider.
Probably Blake, yeah.
Yeah, Tarasavage, another one that did not play the last time we played, and he's on the field today. So probably look to see Joe play. I don't think Joe played against Holmen, but he did get the ball in that opening game against Wisconsin Rapids when Charlie was injured there that first week.
Hey, right before kickoff, I do want to thank Sarah Jenkins with Property Executive. She's proud sponsor of freshman and JV football, stepped up this year, proud supporter of Wildcat Athletics. And if you haven't seen her Facebook page with giving her market updates, head on over to see Sarah's Facebook page, Property Executive Sarah Jenkins, and she'll give you some really good information about what's going on in the real estate market. Sarah Jenkins, proud sponsor of everything Wildcat football, JV, and varsity. Thank you, Sarah.
Holmen set to kick off. It's a line drive kick, fielded at about the 15-yard line by the Wildcats. And it'll be brought down at around the 20. Holmen did not provide a roster, so, we try to kind of call it an 80-20 type of homer thing, but today is going to be probably closer to 95-5 because I don't have any names or anything for the Holmen folks. So we'll be talking Wildcat football today. Tino Massa set to start at quarterback today for the Cats. See Austin Stellright at right tackle. Who else we got on there on the offensive line? Massa under center. Hands it off. Nice run by Joe Tarasavage. Keeps the feet pump and gets across the 30-yard line. Going to be real close to first down yardage. Kind of depends on where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it just short. We'll have a second down and about one here coming up for the Cats.
Chris, great blocking on the offensive line there. I think Tarasavage got to the offensive line area and his eyes got big as softballs going, I got some room here. Rumbled up the field for about 10.
Yeah, nice push there. And really the Cats, guys in the trenches all season have been strong. Another big run by Tarasavage out to the, looks like the 42 or 43-yard line. So it'll be an easy first down pickup for the Cats.
Who's your right guard just to the right of the center? Because he had a real nice seal block, and Tarasavage ran in behind that and, again, got some speed and another 10, 11, 12 yards.
Yeah, looks like number 66 out there. They've got him listed as Carson Flanagan, but
no,
I don't think
66 is Kean.
Yeah, it's Kean O'Keefe out there.
Boy, he caved that in real nicely, and, Tarasavage is seeing some daylight. Why not stick with it? Go the other way.
Tarasavage again, and he'll pick up about 4 or 5 there on first down. So not what he had been picking up, but still 4 or 5 yards of play. We call that on time as a coaching staff. Second down and a long 5 or short 6, whatever you want to call it now, coming up for the Cats. Clock rolling, 8:38 left in the first quarter.
Tarasavage and the Wildcats taking the pressure off the offensive coordinators early. Let them open the playbook up on.
Yep. Ryder Ergens set up wide on our side. Massa looking to throw now. Throws downfield. He's got his man. It's Cal Dumond. Dumond across the 30 down to the 22-yard line. Cal Dumond, another first down pickup for the Cats, and another guy coming in that didn't play that first week. He's been kind of getting some sporadic play with the varsity and getting an opportunity here to get a little bit more few more plays out there with the JV team this game here tonight. So 1st and 10 for River Falls from, looks like around the 27-yard line. Massa from under center. This time gives it to Terrace Savage. Terrace Savage ahead, cutting through tackles. Still on his feet, down inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. First down and goal coming up for River Falls. Big run there by Terrace Savage. Give him 20 yards on 1st and 10 from the 27.
There was a lot of want to in that run right there, Chris.
Yeah, I think Joey, I think he was licking his chops a little bit when he found out he was going to get to play in this game.
Yeah, Dumond and Terrace Savage, guys that have seen some varsity time out here in the JV, and boy, they do look excited to be here today and make a point.
Massa under center, fakes the handoff, looking to throw now. Gets it out in the flats to Josh Jenkins. Josh Jenkins, touchdown!
Little bobble there.
Little bobble, but he hauled it in, and the Cats strike first. 6-0 River Falls. Second game in a row now. River Falls scores on the first drive. And, we talked about efficiency in that first game. Well, that was efficient. I mean, that was 8, 9, 10 yards of play and right down the field for a touchdown. Wildcat offense running on all cylinders this season. Put up 30 last game and a nice-looking opening game touchdown drive to start this one.
Good concentration right there by Josh Jenkins. Put it right on him. Little bobble, but stuck with it and carried it in. Ooh.
They'll go for 2, and Terrace Savage on the left side there goes through not quite untouched, but just about. And it's 8-0 Cats.
That was an impressive drive, fellas.
Yeah, River Falls again. Kind of bringing out the big guns here tonight, getting some guys some playing time that haven't had a lot of playing time because they've been suiting up for varsity, and that looked like a team that was – the only thing that was acceptable there was a touchdown.
Yeah, 80 yards and 6 plays.
Hey, Chris, zoom across the field. I think Holmen traveled light. What do they got, 17 guys?
Yeah, you've got the 11 on the field, and maybe –
Do they have 20? Yeah,
there's probably
25.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, there's probably a dozen guys over there at least. I got
you're probably right. Yeah,
6 on the
6.
left.
Yeah, probably 25 guys.
Yeah, 25 guys. I didn't realize it when we were down there. I looked up their enrollment. Holmen High School actually has more students than River Falls High School. It's not by a lot, but it is a pretty good-sized high school. And it'd been a long time since I've been down there, and they got a really nice facility down there.
Really nice.
They could use some turf on the football field, but everything else down there I thought was pretty nice.
I understand it's the only natural grass field that the Wildcats will play on this season.
Yeah. It's getting to be, all these big rivers places. I mean, you've got the band wanting to practice on it. You got soccer. You got so many different groups using it that you just have to have it out, I think, at this point. Nice, long, deep kick, fielded at the 10-yard line.
He's down.
Yeah, they're going to mark him down there.
Slipped down, hit a knee on the 11.
And maybe that's one of those, been practicing on grass the whole time, and you come out here on this turf, and it has a completely different feel to it. It's not I wouldn't say it's like the old school turf that maybe we got to witness when we were young, but it's definitely different than standing on grass. And
yeah, right there, he just spun a wheel, and the cleat didn't dig into the turf probably like it does on natural grass, and spun out of there, knee down, ball on the 11.
So Holmen will start this drive deep in their own territory. Got a guy running in there late. It's number 37, Matt Tiffany, linebacker on the far side. Holmen QB checks the wristband one more time, gets under center, sends a man in motion. They'll hand it off to the up back, and he's going to fall forward for 4 or 5 yards there to start their drive. So pretty simple, basic stuff there. But again, like we said earlier, on time, picking up 5-6 yards there in first down. Second and 4 now for Holmen. This time they'll come around the near side. They've got some room. Turns the corner and pulled down. Oh, still on his feet. Crosses the 40 and finally tackled from behind by number 29, Blake Schneider, and number 32. That's
23.
23, our guy Brody Schaefer.
Chris, very similar play that we saw ran by the Holmen freshman team and their varsity team. Just that pitch, that wide pitch, race to the sidelines and up the field they go using the team speed.
Yeah, and it's something that they like to do. And I think this time of year especially, you've got some new linebackers out there. I think when you get outside in high school football, you can make some hay because I think a lot of these guys are still kind of figuring out their contain, and there was really no contain on that play. Looking to throw now. He'll go deep, and again, pretty wide open receiver, and some coverage there by number, who is that, 28?
28.
So Schneider coming in there and knocking that one away. But
that's Faulkner.
He was beat pretty badly, but the throw, a lot of air underneath of it gave Faulkner some time to catch up to it and knock it away. Yeah,
a little bit too much air underneath that. When 15, the quarterback dropped back, I wanted just to call it Bart Starr back in the pocket.
Right.
Looking downfield to Boyd Dowler.
2nd and 10 now.
Haven't seen a 15 a quarterback for a while.
For the Vikings, they'll hand it off to the fullback, and he's going to pick up, we'll call it 4 or 5 there on first down.
15, that is a good quarterback number, though, isn't it?
It is a good couple. Maybe the guy who won the Super Bowl this year is wearing that jersey.
It's a good number. Haven't seen it in a while. I don't think River Falls has a 15.
Yeah, I don't think so either. 15, Rico.
No,
again, that's a guy I saw him warming up today, but haven't heard his name much this season yet. Vikings hand it off.
That's 29 on the first contact and 56 on the cleanup.
Yeah, 56 is Brady Stavanova, the junior.
29, made some early contact on that.
29, Schneider.
I'm just watching my monitor of this great camera work you're doing, Chris. Nice work.
Well, I appreciate it.
Bringing it right into the living room this afternoon.
Labor of love.
Mm-hmm.
We're still looking for a camera guy. I thought we had a guy hired today, but he didn't show up.
Yeah.
It's hard to find good help these days.
He hi-hatted us.
He's probably listening to us right now. You can come up here anytime.
And they'll hand it off again to the fullback, still on his feet, rumbling and stumbling through some tackles. And Stavanova, again, had him wrapped up, but a nice pickup there. But it will bring up, and that'll give him a first down. So 1st and 10 here. Coming up for the Vikings at around the 18.5-yard line. Cats leading at 8-0, but Holmen with a nice drive here. They'll go under center once again. Put a man in motion. Fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper Josh Jenkins came around. He's got him wrapped up. We'll pull him down. Be a gain of about 5, though. Brings up 2nd and 5 from around the 11-yard line. Call it the 12.
Wildcats got the ball on the opening possession and drove right down the field in about, 5 or 6 plays?
And 6 plays, yeah. 80 yards, 6 plays.
Put up an 8 spot. Now on defense, and Holmen kind of reversing that right back on the Wildcats.
Vikings will go under center once again, send 7 in motion. They'll hand it off to him, little counter play, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Cats with a really impressive offensive drive, and Holmen answers it to pull the game to a 2-point game, 8-6, and you got to think you got to go for 2 here if you're Holmen.
Yeah. Again, Chris, you've watched all 3 levels now. That same counterplay is in the freshman, varsity, and JV playbook. That same counterplay.
Yeah.
And successful at all their levels.
Right.
They run that very well.
Yeah, and that's something that, I think you're going to see in most programs. You're going to run the same offense. You want these kids to be interchangeable if you need them. You need to bring them up. But the other thing is, the thing that I actually enjoyed Friday night because I was able, as much as I like doing this and hanging out with you and the guys and doing this broadcast, it was fun to kind of stand down by the field and listen to what was going on and hear the coaches talk and just see what's going on. And they do have a heck of a program down there. The coaching staff down there, and I don't want to say our coaching staff, obviously great coaching staff as well, a lot of success, but to listen to those guys down there on the sidelines and listen to what they're doing, I mean, that Holmen program, I think, is really a great program as well. They're really building stuff down there and doing great things down there. And they are a well-coached team, and they are going to be a tough out for just about everybody. I mean, we obviously had a real tough first half against them Friday night and then pulled away from them. It was just a pure kind of we kind of manhandled them in the second half. But, I mean, they went toe-to-toe with Chippewa Falls the week before, and that's a lot bigger high school than Holmen, and they gave Chippewa Falls all they could handle the week before. So, I mean, one thing you're going to get when you play these guys, and we saw it last season with the freshmen too, you're going to get you're going to be in for a fight when you play this team. They're not going to just lay down. Kick is a dribbler, and it's scooped up by number 22 again. He'll run it sideways a long way, but not picking up a whole lot of yards. Gain of that'll set up the Cats at about the 22, 23-yard line.
So I have a theory on this. I see it not only in football, but basketball and some other sports. I think the ETS training that these Wildcats do all year round is it has an impact on these close games where they wear teams down, and River Falls seems to be the better conditioned squad, and not only in football, but other sports as well. What do you think about that theory?
It's a good theory, and it's definitely it comes in handy. I mean, we talk about fighting all the time, and you think about a boxer and what a boxer does to train. And I mean, I don't know. I watched Rocky. You watched Rocky. It's a lot of running on the beach and sweating, and that's what it comes down to in all these sports. When you're facing off against another competitor that wants to beat you, it really comes down to who can last the longest.
Some want to. And the conditioning, I think, I just see it. I see teams getting wore down, and we're just able to outlast them.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I actually stuck around until the halftime Friday, then listened to you guys on the way back. And I think it was Jeff who said maybe they brought out the overrated chant a little too early.
Yeah. It was 7-0, and they were behind. Yeah. They stopped us on one series, and their student section was chanting overrated. Yeah, maybe a titch too early on that. Just saying.
Yeah, pretty fun second half for the Cats. 7-0 at the half, and then they just a couple of quick scores there in the third quarter, and it's just like a wrestling match. Once you get on top of the guy, it's just kind of all she wrote, and then we just wore him down from there. Another run by Schneider.
Nice run. He runs nice and low and hard.
So it was Joe Tarasavage the first drive, Schneider on this one, and the results are looking real similar.
Boy, he was about 1.5 feet off of planet Earth, and he was low to the ground and just moving forward for 9.
Yeah,
nice.
Blake's always been pretty low to the ground, but that kid, he runs hard. Everything he does is with a lot of effort. Second down and 9.
Play action.
Massa looking to throw, gets it to Jenkins. Nope. That's 25. Not 45. Who we got for 25 there,
That's
Dan?
Bo Bjork.
Bo Bjork?
Boy, that's just a good-looking football play, fellas. I mean, great play action. Offensive line bites a little bit on that. Bjork gets wide open in the flat. Great pass, great catch, and Bjork rambles for 24 yards. God, nice piece of football right there.
Yeah, you get that guy out in the flats, you get him out in some space, he makes a move or two, and it's off to the races.
I want to welcome Vito Massa on board. As I said, he's on right there. Hello.
Massa will go from the pistol this time. Massa looking to throw. He's got some time. Now he's going to run it. Still working through traffic, still on his feet, and will go inside the 20 down to around the 18-yard line. That'll be just shy of a first down.
I didn't get the number, but really good coverage up on our receiver. They were shadowing him really well, and Massa saw that and decided just to tuck it and go.
So big Caleb Thompson playing the left tackle position for the Cats today, and the Cats have been making a lot of hay behind Caleb. That play there, Caleb had his man all tied up, and like you said, they had the good coverage, but Tino was untouched until he decided to run. I think it's Caleb and Griffin Klecker over there on that left side, and they are really moving the needle on that side. Schneider ahead for the first down and more.
How about this Schneider kid? At first I've seen him, but I like what I see. I mean, doesn't go down on the first contact. Great balance. He looks like a fullback.
Check that, a gain of 8 for Blake, so it'll be second down and 2. Yeah, Schneider had 100 last week, and, he used to play for Danny and I back in the old youth football days. We called him the bowling ball, and that's how he runs.
I like it. I just want to give a. How about the Schneider kid?
Give it to Schneider again. This time he's bottled up behind the line of scrimmage. So we'll have a third down coming up, and this is the first time I think the Cats have faced a third down offensively today.
I can see where you got bowling ball. Just my observation how low he runs and then runs guys over, and he's tough to bring down. It'll be a 3rd and 2, huh? 3rd and 3.
Yeah. Cats will swap out some personnel.
Winding down here in quarter number 1, I think they're going to let this run out, and we're going to go to quarter 2 and switch ends.
So at the end of 1, it is River Falls 8 and Holmen 6. Cats knocking on the door here. Will be the early stages of the second quarter.
Hey, we got a little break here. Let's thank Sarah Jenkins with Property Executives Realty. SarahJenkins.com, 612-703-3944. I do know this. She does know the real estate market in the River Falls and surrounding area. If you're a buyer or a seller, how about a 1031 exchange? She'd love to help you out. Sarah Jenkins at Property Executives.
She also provided the fan for the broadcast tonight.
Well, that's more important than anything.
It's what's important right now.
It is.
Yeah, Sarah Jenkins does a lot for us, and also got a thank. You can see in the left corner there that First National Bank sample.
I've got a 17-second commercial for them. Let's go. Here we go.
Community banking is about giving back to the communities we serve. It's about focusing on needs and making decisions to better businesses and families in the area. It gives an opportunity for employees to live, work, and play local. We are your community bank.
Thank you, First National Bank of River Falls, sponsoring everything Wildcat Sport right here on the River Falls Sports YouTube network.
Yeah, and it seems like if you sponsor River Falls football broadcast, you have to work. So Dan's up here helping us out tonight, and then you got Jeff doing the freshman broadcast now. He's got big shoes to fill. We had the world's greatest freshman football broadcast last season.
Yeah.
So he's stepping in, and
right.
Him and Bo are doing that. And then, Jeff joining you for the varsity games as well. So. Yeah,
speaking of big shoes to fill, Greg Peters trying to fill Mike Cayley's shoes at volleyball. The bar is set pretty high there.
Massa to Schneider. Schneider runs through a hole, and he's down inside the 5. They'll probably mark that about the 5, so it'll be first and goal coming up here for the Cats.
There you go.
Yeah, it'll be Greg Peters and Justin Wilson taking over for Mr. Mike Cayley and Rob Derry. So
yeah,
these guys are on the shelf for a little bit.
Justin had a football player come through this program here just a couple years ago. I think he's playing some college football up at St. Scholastica. Monty Wilson.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're going to fake the handoff to Schneider and throw it into the back of the end zone, and we've got ourselves another Wildcat touchdown. Let's see who it is. Cal Dumond. Cal Dumond ripping it down there. It was just kind of one of those things. Tino rolled to his left, and it was just kind of a jump ball. And Cal Dumond, he's a big boy, 6'3", 185. Step up there, jump up there, and pull that football down. And it is 14-6, River Falls.
Very calm. Vito Massa had his eyes downfield. Dumond finds a little seam in the end zone and puts it right on him for a Wildcat 6-pointer.
Little Freudian slip there, Kevin. This is Tino.
Vito,
the older brother.
Oh, yeah. So Vito's watching. That's right. Where I got that. Vito's watching. So
Tino kicks it out to Schneids. Schneids into the end zone for the deuce. It is 16-6, River Falls.
Can you imagine that household? Vito and Tino, as parents, must have been like, Vito, Tino, Vito, you, hey, you.
Yeah, Vito 2 years ago was the quarterback of the varsity squad, went off to play a little college football, and I think decided that maybe wrestling was his deal. So from what I've heard, he's moved away from football, and he is going to be wrestling at St. Cloud State this year.
Good for him. Good for him.
So that should be really cool. And St. Cloud State, a really, really nice campus. And I've got my boss's son is actually going up there this season to swim, and they took a tour of a lot of the Division II schools in the state of Minnesota, and they were just blown away by the facilities at St. Cloud State, and that's eventually what they ended up doing. So Cats set to kick off here. Looks like number 5, Ryder Ergens, kicking off for River Falls.
I think I hear your volume. Did you get that?
We turned it down. We got it fixed.
Is
Turned
this-
on the old cell phone here to check out some of the comments.
Hey, go ahead. Get up in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from today. We'll say hello. Say hello.
Yeah, let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. Obviously, hopefully you're rooting for the Cats. We'd love to know who your player is.
I'm assuming
If
there's
you've got-
Holmen folks on as well if they found us.
I think the secret's out, Kevin. I think they know.
Yeah, if I was a Holmen parent and didn't want to make this journey, I'd be on right now. So welcome, Holmen Vikings, friends and family. Glad you're here.
I think they know.
Say hello.
When you play River Falls, you're going to get a broadcast.
You're going to get the broadcast. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. We got volunteers that are ready to go.
So the Cats defensively back out on the field. Holmen will start this drive at the 40-yard line. They did go 90 yards on their last drive for a touchdown. See if the Cats can bottle them up here on this second drive. Leading at 16-6, 9:17 to go, second quarter. Holmen will go under center. Felix Wahlquist, the linebacker, on the outside there. Holmen trying to make something happen, and they're pulled down right away. It's like number 52 in there. What do we got for 52?
Tyler
Hastings.
Hastings. Big tackle.
So that's the way we wanted to start this series. Let's see if we can get a couple more stops like that and keep these guys from marching down the field. A couple of comments coming in. We got Jimmy Hopeful watching from Prescott. And we got the young and real guys watching from New Richmond, probably doing a little scouting.
Richmond,
Virginia. Richmond, Virginia.
How about that?
That's a whole different place, Kevin.
Yeah.
They'll hand it off to the fullback, and he's going to make some hay out across the 50-yard line. It'll be first down yardage. That'll move the chains for the Vikings once again.
Richmond, Virginia. They've been in the news like the last week. That fella wrote that country song, what, Richmond, north of Richmond?
Yeah.
They became famous again. Didn't even know it.
I just keep thinking, whenever I think of Virginia, I think of Billy Joel.
I like Billy Joel.
Come out, Virginia, show me the way.
Speaking of that, 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
Yeah.
Nice run there. Number 7 for the Holmen Vikings. Got into some green grass and turned on the afterburners, and it was see you later.
This game's starting to look like a little bit of a track meet here, Kevin. It might come
is.
down to who can stop whose two-point conversion. Cat's able to stop the last one. Let's see if they can stop this one.
Coach is probably going to talk about some containment.
Little containment, yeah. Maybe a little bit of wrap up, maybe a little bit of let's go low when we're tackling.
Yeah.
All those things help.
Hey, Bo Herstein's on.
Dan, do you remember teaching
Bo?
kids to tackle around the shoulder pads?
No.
I don't recall that either.
Roll out to his right. Got a man. Nope. Good coverage down in the end zone. Instead to throw it away. Now we got a flag on the play. That's a late flag, but there is a flag in the back of the end zone. Maybe a hold. Let's see.
Yeah, it's in that neighborhood that's usually what it is.
I mean, it was tight coverage, and maybe because you kind of held him. Maybe a legal man downfield.
Yeah.
Illegal man
That's what we
downfield.
got.
Oh, no. Well, he pointed the wrong direction.
Yeah, he pointed the wrong direction.
It was a legal man downfield. Declined.
Put your hand on your hat. It doesn't mean, we
Right.
like you. It means illegal man downfield.
So, yeah, he gave the illegal man downfield call, but he pointed the wrong way just to confuse us. But we did sort that out.
Yeah, a lot of brain power up here in the box.
Oh, yeah, thick.
So the Cats able to stop. We talked about this maybe being kind of a shootout kind of game, the way it's been looking so far defensively. But the Cats have come up with a stop both times in that 2-point conversion and lead it 16-12 here, and they'll get the football back. And this may be one of those deals where the last team with the football may win unless we can kind of start getting things sorted out. But
I see some varsity players here in their skivvies here on the near side. I see Johnson, and I see there's Simpson there in the pink shirt,
Yeah,
and
we
I
got-
see Jonah Severson, and
Vinny's down there as well. Vince Anderson in the red
hey,
down
give them a
there.
little close up there. The varsity guys. Good to see them come out and support the JV squad, right?
Yep.
Good to see.
McPherson right there in the green shirt with the black shorts.
This
I
guy-
don't know all these guys.
No, but I can tell you right now, not many of them have missed a leg day in a while.
You want to talk about pulling ahead in the second half? That's where it comes from. Herb Brooks used to say.
Yeah.
What did he say, Kevin? The legs feed the wolf, boys.
They do.
The legs feed the wolf.
I saw that. I was in my shorts the other night because it was so hot. I did that interview. I was embarrassed. Looks like I was riding a chicken.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I can only dream about those days again.
Someone watching from Statesville. Looks like we got Letty Radley from Statesville watching the broadcast. Welcome.
16-12 with 7:57 to go here up until the half.
Cats will field the football at around the 17-yard line. And will fall forward across the 30 out to around the 33-yard line. Number 29, Blake Schneider. Let's see what the Cats do for a running back. We've got Max Hilmeniak checking in. So there's Schneider and Hilmeniak last time this team was on the field. Tonight they gave Terry Savage a look there in that first drive, and then Schneider, and now Hilmeniak will line up in the backfield behind Tino Massa. Hilmeniak racked up 150 yards in the season opener. Again, Cats wanting to get some looks at some different guys here tonight. Featuring a different running back in each drive so far.
We do have a deep roster of running backs.
Yep.
That's a good thing,
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
a good thing to have. Give it to Hilmeniak. And he crosses the 35 out to around the 37-yard line.
53 and 50 and 87 on a gang tackle on Helmaniak there.
So second down and around, I guess we'll call it a long 6 here, or short 7. I'm an optimist, Kevin.
I like it. 6 yards and 2 feet.
Josh Jenkins, the fullback. They'll give it to Hilmeniak on the right side. Finds a little room, cuts back, and he will fall forward out to around the 43, though I'm sure is where they'll mark it.
Hey, good to see you, David. Really close to a first down. I think that's good enough. They're going to give it to him.
Gave him the 44, and they'll move the chains. Athletic Director David Crail up in the box here, supervising us, making sure we didn't say anything too outlandish. Looks like we passed the test, and he's on his way.
Well, we say a lot of things that are outlandish, but it's usually, in the safe zone.
Right. So 1st and 10 for the Cats at their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, Rob Neri said put Helmaniak on the all-names team. I think so. That's a good name. That's a running back name.
Hilmeniak through
that.
traffic, out across the midfield marker and down to the Holmen 42-yard line. Well, Max played hockey with my son pretty much throughout his youth. He's a heck of a hockey player as well.
Well, if you like offense, you have tuned into the right broadcast today.
This is the place for you, especially if you like running. We've had a couple nice passes. Where's Tino at right now? Probably thrown 4 or 5 balls.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4 with
a touchdown.
It looks
and a 2-point conversion.
Give it to Hilmeniak around the left side. Nice wrap up and pull down there by number 53 from Holmen. Yeah, Tino is like Joe Cool out there. I mean, just doesn't ever seem to get rattled by much, and just always composed and just kind of a fun kid to watch play football. I coached him when these boys were in 8th grade, and it was one of those things that just being around him, you went, yeah, it makes sense that he's the quarterback.
Play action. Going deep.
Taking a look,
post
deep.
Route.
A little bit overthrown there, looking for number 5, Ryder Ergens. So 3rd down and 8 now coming up for the Wildcats. Tino comes in with the play, and this is a spot where you don't need to get it all here. You know, you're definitely going for it. It's 4-down territory. If you don't get it all here on 3rd down, you're going for it on 4th down. So I like a run play here. Let's get 4 or 5, and we'll get 4 or 5 in the next one. Maybe go to the outside here, a little bit pitch going to the right side here, give Max some room, and maybe he can get it all on one.
Whoa.
A little
botch play, and Max Hilmeniak's patting himself on the head. So it was Max zigged when he should have zagged there. And again, that's
good on Tino for catching that ball after he was half into the pitch.
Is that a completion to himself? It did catch air when he released it, and then he went and got it.
Yeah. It helps with his rushing yards. I was down on the field after the Wisconsin Rapids game, and he came in for 3 kneel downs, and he's like, "Yeah, I got -7 rushing yards tonight."
Yeah.
So Tino will go from the pistol now. A couple receivers to his right, Josh Jenkins in front of him, and Max Hilmeniak behind him. Fake the handoff to Max. Tino trying to create some room, and he's pulled down.
50 for the Vikings. Nice pursuit there. Wraps up Massa and takes him down at the 50-yard line.
And that is the first time tonight that an offense has not put points on the board. 4:22 left in the second quarter. Holmen with an opportunity here. If they can get a score, they're going to get the football to start the third quarter. So the Cats defense is going to have to step up here late goings of the second quarter.
Vikings will have a 50-yard field. Nose of the ball rests right on the 50. 4:22 to go here till the half. 16-12, River Falls.
Holmen will go under center. Give it to 7. 7 through traffic, still on his feet. Down to the 40-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. It'll depend on the spot. Yeah, the Cats need a push here from that defensive line. Plug up some gaps down there would be real helpful.
There's head coach Ryan Schurz pacing the sidelines, checking out his youngsters.
So 2nd down and short now coming up for Holmen at the 40-yard line. They'll go under center. And they're going to have first down yardage down to around the 35.
Good job there by the linebackers and secondary to step up. Got to the second level, but they shut that down pretty quick.
1st and 10 for Holmen. Clock rolling. 3:19 to go here. Second quarter. Cats clinging to a 16-12 lead. 15 will keep it himself. Gets to the edge, and a nice tackle over there by number 80, Charlie Burke. Wraps up and pulls him down. Going to be a gain of a couple on first down.
Charlie Burke not afraid to stick his nose in there on a bigger quarterback. He just got in there and not shy about that at all. And nice tackle.
They'll give him 4 down to the 31-yard line. 2nd and 6 now. Coming up for the Vikings. They'll go under center. Give it to 40. 40 looking for some room. And it'll be number 23, Brody Schaefer. Just grabbing those legs. We talked about tackling high, tackling low. If you grab the guy's legs and you hold on, he's not going anywhere.
No, at least you can slow him down and let the support come, right?
Yeah.
And the blue shirts flock to the ball, and you slow them up enough and limit the damage. And now 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, but again, we are in definite 4-down territory here inside the 30-yard line. So they got 2 plays here to pick up 3 yards. But the clock may start to come into play here, 1:38 to go. If they get a first down, you might see them start thinking about going to the air. They'll hand it off up the middle, and Joe Tarasavage with the tackle, but not until there's first down yardage down to the 20-yard line. So Joe getting a little play in there at linebacker this evening. Pitch it on a counter, and the Cat's able to wrap up and pull him down before he makes too much damage out there. Burke and
20,
Tarasavage
21,
tackle, yeah.
21 and 80.
And Holmen will call a timeout.
What was it at?
Going to be 2nd down and about 8 or 9 here coming up for Holmen with 58 seconds left. Yeah, a little more yardage there again than I thought. Maybe a 2nd and 6.
It definitely gave him the push ahead, right?
Yeah, a little benefit of the doubt.
Hey, if you're thinking about it and you appreciate the volunteers up here today bringing it to you, go ahead and hit the like button. I'm going to go do it right now. It's pretty easy. You just go over here, hit the thumbs up. We don't ask a lot of you. Got some delicate egos up here, though, and, going to build us up a little bit. At least go, hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, we're always watching our likes. We're always watching that view count.
Yeah, we don't get that up to at least 10. I'm not going to sleep tonight. So
that's how we get our form of payment.
That's
there.
it. Right. We're cheap. We're cheap and easy.
So they put a few more ticks on the clock. 1:06 to go here. 2nd quarter. Holmen looking to put this football in the end zone before the half expires. Josh Jenkins will check in. DN spot on the near side, number 45. And open field tackle out there made by number 80, Charlie Burke. But I believe that's going to be first down yardage.
That's 3 plays in a row that Burke has been in on the tackle. Little better job staying in their lanes right there for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Charlie's a freshman playing JV football, and the reason is he's a good football player.
That's big trouble.
Yeah, 15
there
in
we
trouble.
go.
Felix Walquist able to pull down the quarterback for a loss. Felix coming in from the outside linebacker spot on the other side, and quarterback, again, looked like maybe one of those deals where the running back and the quarterback weren't on the same page. Quarterback turned around and had a face full of number 7, and Felix able to make the solo tackle to bring him down for a loss. Holmen calls timeout with 37 seconds left. I believe that is their 2nd timeout. 2nd and 10 now coming up for the Vikings.
Yeah, Walquist, again, I had mentioned that in that previous play. I noticed a little more discipline on staying in your lanes there on defense. And that time, too, Walquist, his primary job was that side of the field. He didn't bite on this play fake over here. He stayed in his zone and then just came in and got it on mop-up duty. If he over-pursues, It's going to give that quarterback a chance to get around the end, but nice job by Waldquist staying home and then making the big play.
Yeah, it's actually 2nd and goal from the 15-yard line. Loss of about 5 there on that play.
That's a big play there.
That's a big play, yeah. 37 seconds to go. Cats trying to keep him out of the end zone before the half expires. Holmen looking to throw. Got a man in the end zone, and it's broken up.
No flags.
Number 37 over there, and number 80 is Charlie Burke, and
again
37 Brody Ruck out there on the coverage.
So that was a good tag team. Ruck had the coverage pretty good, but it was a better throw coming right down the stovepipe. And then Burke just came in and said, I'm just going to disrupt this thing, and laid the lumber, and he wasn't able to hang on.
Yeah, the quarterback, I don't think, could have thrown a much better ball there.
Right down the stovepipe.
3rd and goal from the 15 now, 31 seconds to play. You got to think Holmen does have 1 timeout, so they could try a run here, but with the downs at 3rd, I'm guessing you're probably going to see a couple throws here.
Josh Hastings watching from the Detroit, Michigan airport.
Travel safe, Josh. It's actually a pretty nice airport. Holmen will run it to the near side. They get through 1 tackle.
Not going to make it.
Pulled down at around the 2 by Charlie Burke. And that's going to bring up a 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. Holmen will probably just let this clock run down to maybe about 4 or 5 seconds and then call timeout.
Boy, this is fun here, right? 4th and goal from the 2. 1 play. They're going to call timeout.
Yep. So they'll call the timeout with 1 second remaining.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing you're going to see something that resembles a run play.
I think Halling was slow to the switch up here. I think there was 2 seconds.
I don't think it's going to matter.
It's not going to matter.
It's not going to matter at all. It was just one chance to give Halling a little bit of business. That's all. He does such a great job up here.
Yeah, it's great to have. We talked about having good people. We got a great guy up here running the clock for these games. Yeah. It's nice to have a friendly face when you come up here.
It'll be 1 play. That's all that matters.
Yep.
4th and goal from the 2. This would be like a 2-point conversion, but this will be for 6 if they can get it in here. Wildcats looking to get stiff and see if they can prevent the Holmen Vikings from putting that big 6 spot on the board.
Yeah, like I said before, Holmen will get the football to start the second half. So this is a big spot because Holmen, if they score here and score again to start the second half, it's a 2-possession game. Holmen will put the big bodies up front. They've got number 7 and number 14 in the backfield. Both guys have done some damage today. 15's going to keep it. The Cats had him stop for a second, and then they keep him out. So big play there by the Cats D.
Huge play there.
I think that was number 5, Ryder Ergens, coming in there and putting the hit on him and turned him the wrong way. We talk about a lot of times with Jonas Severson how he falls forward when he gets hit. If the quarterback falls forward there when he gets hit, it's a touchdown. And the Cat's able to turn his body, get his shoulders turned towards us. And once that happens, it's going to be real tough to get it into the end zone. The Cat's able to keep him out. And that was a big-time 4th down stop.
Chris, there's a whole bunch of good stuff going on there. One, I like the effort of their quarterback, number 15. He eluded the first set of pursuit. Then he made a second effort and lunged toward the goal line. And then the Wildcats just better on defense and kept him out. So great job by the – first of all, it was great pursuit initially by the Wildcats. They were unable to come up with a tackle because the quarterback made just a great effort, spun his way towards the goal line. Then the second level of Wildcats get in there and make the stop. Just a whole bunch of good stuff going on there, and that one went the Wildcats' way.
Guys working, guys pursuing. That's why you do the old pursuit drill. You want guys coming to the ball all the time and going after that ball carrier. And, again, it's one of those things. We don't stop till the whistle blows. We don't stop until the whistle blows. And
when I coached, we didn't stop till the second whistle, Chris.
There you go. The guy blows that whistle, and it's like that long, I think they call it like a thrill or something like that. You wait until the end of that,
Yeah, at hockey, that was a hockey thing. I go play till the second whistle.
Right. Keeping those legs moving. And
Keep working in front of the net. Never know when that puck kind of creeps out of there.
Yeah, if the goalie's not hitting you with the stick after the whistle blows, then you're not working hard enough in front of the net. So a lot of good things going on here. You got, like you said earlier, you got the volleyball coming up. You got a lot of football later on this season. And we've been talking hockey. I went over to the rink today, and we were taking a look at kind of some new stuff we got going over at the hockey rink.
You have to get with me on that, too. I have to get the stuff ordered up for you.
Yeah, we got to get some stuff. But we're going to put a new camera in the rink there for the broadcast, so we'll have a much better perspective instead of shooting through that glass. We're going to have the perspective back kind of above where the bleachers are, kind of where you should be watching hockey from. We'll have a camera there, and hoping to go with the 2-camera look this season, put a camera kind of down behind one of the nets. It should be a lot of fun. We're going to call it Hockey Night in River Falls. It's going to be an event. We're going to try to bring some people in. I want to do some video packages to run in between periods as well. We get kind of a taste of some of these kids and what they're about and what they like and what they love, and kind of get some personality into it. I think it should be a lot of fun. I think it should be really exciting. The team is on the up as well. I think you're going to see some really good hockey played over at the Wildcat Center this season. It should be a lot of fun. So get all your popcorn ready for that this winter.
Well, Chris, I know the Hockey Association and hockey fans will be thanking you for that, for taking the bull by the horns and making that happen. And again, that will happen, and then everybody sees it and thinks it was easy and just threw that together on an afternoon. No, that takes a year's worth of planning and fundraising, and to get that done, and then the meeting and making it happen, it's not easy. So, Chris, thank you for stepping up and making that happen.
Well, we got a lot of help. We got help from you. We got help from Mr. Jeff Johnson over at First National Bank. We got help from Sarah Jenkins. Sarah Jenkins signed on to be a sponsor of the hockey broadcast this season as well. So
there you go.
A lot of people helping us out and making these things happen. But I'm excited about it. Should be a really fun season.
I'm going to give Sarah credit because she can detect a good place to get her name out like nobody else can. I mean, she didn't hesitate. She knows. I mean, literally, we're about 20,000 short of our millionth view, in just 5 years. So I looked yesterday. It was like 20,400 short of 1 million views on YouTube for River Falls. So
do you get like a plaque or something?
I don't know, but we're going to figure out how to have a contest to try to get our millionth viewer, get them a prize of some type. So.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe a Charlie Cat chicken sandwich.
I think so. Minimally. No. Got
the brother-in-law down here below us.
Hey, I got to run, and guys, I have to run and go to a baseball council meeting, so I'm going to let you run this. So what you do to end this thing tonight, Chris, let me just show you, or maybe Dan, I can show you. I don't know. You got to hit the little eyebrow right here.
Yep.
That'll shut you off.
And then we'll go to the YouTube studio.
Then go to output and go to the YouTube studio and hit end.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I think we can handle that. I'm a simple man.
Yeah.
But that part I can handle.
Yeah, and if you think of it, if you want to pull up Sarah's thing, it's just right there. So and then go right back to that one. So just these two.
Yeah, very cool.
I'll just leave it right there. Got to wake the mouse up, and I'm going to go run to a baseball council meeting. You guys take us home. 16-12 Wildcats going to have a great second half of football in front of you, all you folks at home. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck, guys.
Good luck.
And then bag it up and then just drop it off at City Hall tomorrow morning, whenever.
We can do that.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, you.
Kevin.
Good luck at the baseball council meeting. Hopefully it goes well. And, Kevin providing coverage of a lot of baseball games this summer over there at First National Bank Field with the Fish and the Legion team, and just over there, I think he did a bunch of games that last weekend. It wasn't even the Fish playing. It was just the tournament over there. So I think we've said it a few times, but we'll keep saying it. A real treasure to the city, and a guy that really helps out in ways that I don't think will ever really be known. Got Grandma and Grandpa Larson watching down in Illinois. And saw just a minute ago my brother-in-law from Florida up here this weekend, and they came to the game as well. So
I see our cameraman's wife is here.
The cameraman's wife is here as well. Yeah, she walked by a little earlier.
No, the cameraman that's supposed to be.
Oh,
up here.
the guy that's supposed to be
the guy
the
that's
cameraman.
supposed to be here. His wife's here.
Yeah, my wife's here too.
Yeah, I saw her.
All right, Cat's about to kick off here. I think it's Ryder Ergens. And nice to have some deep kickoffs. We haven't had that with our team yet this season. Ryder got a nice little boot on him. So the Cats with the big 4th down stand there to end the first half at 16-12 River Falls as we head into the third quarter. But Holmen will get the first shot at it, and hopefully the Cats keep an eye out of the end zone. Dan, you got some stats there for me?
Yeah, we got a little busy there.
Hand me those first. These are the defensive stats. We got Schneider with a couple tackles, Josh Jenkins 2, Tyler Hastings 1, Bo Bjork 1, Felix with the 1 for loss there, Brody Schaefer with 3. We'll get to the rest of them here in a second. Ergens kicks off. Field ball bounces, ball loose out there. Cats had a crack at it. Oh, Jaden Osborne said it was Wildcat football, but then he looked disappointed. Osborne was signaling Wildcat football, but looks like Holmen able to come out of there with it. Charlie Burke with 3 tackles, Carter Serene with 1, DeAndre Barbie with 1. Brady Stavanova with 2, Ryder Ergens 3, and Terrace Savage with 2. I'll give this back to you, Dan. I know you got some Cats back on defense here once again. Stavanova out there, number 56, the end on this side. Josh Jenkins. I think Jenkins sprung that ball loose. The Cats got it.
Look at that.
Max Hilminiak picks up the loose football, and Cats offense will come onto the field. I think Josh pulled that one out of there. Came around the corner and looked like he was punching towards the football, and all of a sudden ball on the turf. So Josh Jenkins with the forced fumble, and Max Hilminiak with the recovery. Cats offense back on the field, and the Cats with an opportunity here to go up 2 scores if they can put this one in the end zone. So Josh comes running out of there. I think Bo Bjork going to get this drive here at fullback. Yeah, looks like Bo set up just ahead of Tino Massa. And Terrace Savage, the tailback. Massa throwing downfield. He had Ryder Ergens open, but couldn't quite connect. Yeah, Terrace Savage back in the game. He featured tailback in the first drive, and then it was Blake Schneider and then Max Hilminiak. So 4th drive of the game here for the Cats. Terrace Savage and Bjork, the backfield combination. Brody Schaefer, number 23. Set up on this side, and the Cats looks like they're going to call a timeout here. Some confusion there on where people were supposed to be. You got some offensive stats here for me, Danny?
Yep.
All right. Tino, 4 yards rushing. Max Hilminiak with 25. Terrace Savage with 48. Schneider with, I think we got that right.
Oh, what did I do there? Oh, 38. Skip that.
Carry the 2. Bring over the 4. Schneider with 38. Josh with 1 catch for 7 yards. Bo Bjork, 1 catch for 16. Cal Dumond, 2 catches for 42 yards and a touchdown. Tino Massa, 4 for 5 through the air, 65 yards passing. So, again, first 2 drives just right down the field for touchdowns, and that third drive kind of got in a little bit of trouble with down and distance there with the kind of misstep there on 3rd down, and then 4th down, Tino was sacked. Cats offense back onto the field after the timeout. Massa from the shotgun this time. Massa looking to throw. He's got his man on the far side. Going to be pulled down. Ryder Ergens with the catch, but pulled down after a short gain. That'll bring a third down for the Cats. We're going to be about a 3rd and 6. Mark the football at around the 26-yard line. 27. Cats back in the shotgun here. Massa looking to throw. Gets it out to Ergens, and Ergens puts the football on the field. And there's a battle for the football. I think Holmen has it, and they do. Daniel? What am I about to say? We were doing just fine when we were running the football down the field. Yeah, I know, the coaching staff, they want to see some guys work on some stuff, and they're trying to develop a quarterback, and I get that.
Yep.
But, boy, we were running the ball with efficiency in both drives that we've had that have died. We get a little fancy. But, again, JV football, a lot of times, everybody wants to win, and you want to win, but a lot of times it just comes down to we're trying to develop kids, and you don't develop a quarterback by running the football every single down. But it is nice to score some touchdowns. It's nice to win football games, and maybe this is one of those spots where, hey, let's try to throw the ball around. Let's put a little pressure on our defense, see if we can come up with another stop. Second and 6 now. Coming up for River Falls. Got a little conversation there with 52. Got that straightened out. Okay, let's go for a pizza later. And we got whistles.
Did you hear the whistle?
I did not hear the whistle, but I have a headset on. But I did not hear the whistle, but clearly everyone else did. We got a penalty on Holmen. I'll back him up. $5 yards. Should leave him with a 2nd and 11. A lot of whistles right now. I got the old clock rolling once again. They'll run it around the right side of number 7. Cats pulling away at the ball. Able to pull him down. But a pretty nice run there out across the 30. They're going to mark that football at around the 35, and that should be enough to move the chains. It will be. So 1st and 10 for Holmen at their own 35-yard line. Holmen runs the option around the near side. And they've got the edge. One man to beat. And number 37 able to pull him down, Matt Tiffany. But not until Holmen picks up some yards on that play. Cats will make some wholesale changes there defensively now. Bring in some fresh bodies.
It's a 39-yard run. I think that was the first successful option they've ran.
And now the quarterback's going to keep it. He gets around the corner. Some high tackle attempts. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Again, I see hands up on the shoulder pads, and that's just not going to work very often.
Who's down?
Pull out the old field lenses here. He's up on his feet now. Number 85, Jaden Osborne. Up under his own power. Looks like maybe tweaked his back or something, holding his back as he heads toward the sideline. But the Cats give up the touchdown and give up the lead for the first time tonight. 18-16 now, Holmen, after the long touchdown run by the quarterback, number 15. Cats trail by 2, and so far no one has attempted to kick an extra point. Let's see if that changes here. No, they're going to go for 2 again. Fake the handoff. Number 15 looking to throw. Throws into the end zone, and he's got his man. And that will give Holmen the 20-16 lead. First successful 2-point conversion attempt by Holmen. And it will stretch out their lead to 4 points. First time tonight that Holmen has led the football game, and it's the first time this season that the River Falls JV team has trailed. So we'll see how they react to that. See what they can come up with. Tino Moss over here warming up with Caldemond. Cats able to come up with a turnover on the first drive of the second half here for Holmen, but unable to cash in, put the football on the field themselves. And then Holmen able to drive that football about 70 yards for a touchdown. A couple of big plays. He had the one 39-yard play, option play, and then the quarterback keeper around the right side for another 25 yards. And Cats find themselves in a hole. Holmen sets kickoff. Joe Tarasavage, Blake Schneider and company back to receive. Another squib kick, jumps over, goes over the top of one guy. Charlie Burke picks it up at the 10. Burke able to make one man miss and going to just do the right thing. Just head forward. Brings it out to around the 25-yard line. So River Falls will come out with Bo Bjork and Tarasavage again on this drive. Trailing for the first time this season, 20-16. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Happy 19th wedding anniversary. That's right. It is my 19th wedding anniversary tonight. And very romantic evening here at Wildcat Field.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Tarasavage ahead for the 40. Dan Jenkins and his lovely bride, Sarah, celebrated 19 a week ago.
We sure did.
Pretty crazy. We didn't know each other, but we got married 1 week apart from each other. First down run there from Tarasavage out to the 40. Massa under center. Bo Bjork and Tarasavage behind him. We'll give it to Joey again. Joey
just
threw a bunch of tacklers, running people over, running through arm tackles out to the 44-yard line, and Joey's like, give me some more of that. Out to the 43-yard line. Cats moving the chains. Let the big dogs eat. Massa under center to Joey once again. Joey up the middle again. Nobody touching him. Threw a bunch of guys down inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Nice blocking downfield there. That was number 69. I think that's Griffin. and Austin Stelright over there on the right side, and holy cow. Joey got the football, and there was nobody around him for quite some time. Blake Schneider checks in now for the Cats. Joey will come over to the sideline. You know what they said in Friends? Joey doesn't share food. Give it to Schneider. Schneider runs through the first tackler who touched him in the backfield and falls forward. Nice run there by Blake. First contact was about 4 yards deep. He kind of glanced off of that guy like a bowling ball and able to fall forward for a gain of around 4. 2nd and 6 now coming up for the Cats. Burke wide to your left. Fake the handoff. Looking for Burke downfield, and he's got him. Touchdown, Wildcats. We call that foreshadowing, Dan. We're wild for Charlie Burke there on the old post route. And nice pitch and catch. Burke jumps up for it, pulls it down, and yeah, a lot of talent here with this Wildcat team. A lot of talent in all these classes. A lot of people looking forward to the sophomore group, but the freshman group, a couple of really nice players, and Charlie Burke and Max Elminiak out there as well. Cat's going to go for 2. They'll fake the handoff. They'll throw it into the corner looking for Dumond, but ran out of real estate over there. So the Cats come away with a 22-20 lead now after the score. 5:08 to go in the third quarter. Again, kind of a track meet game. We still got a long way to go here. 17 minutes of football remaining, and we already got 42 points on the board. Really, other than a couple of turnovers in the end of a half, pretty much you get the football, you're going to score.
That was our over-under, 42.
Right? 42?
Yep.
Well,
we're over.
We're not over yet.
Well,
It's a push right now. Need another score over that El Cheapo Casino tonight. We had the Cats -6 and the over-under at 42. You're scoring at home. If you're not, good for you.
Joey T's got 95 yards on 7 carries. 13.5 average.
We call that efficiency. Yeah, gobbling it up, and he runs like a guy that's not really worried about anyone tackling him.
Yep.
Again, that's why you're a sophomore and you're getting opportunities at the varsity level. You know, it doesn't happen to everybody. But, kid's got some talent. Kid's got some speed and some spunk to him. Ryder Ergens set to kick off. He's going to bounce at around the 28-yard line, fielded by number 28. And Cats able to pull him down there at around the 32-yard line. Give the tackle to number 37, Matt Tiffany. Cats, a little bit different defensive personnel in there. I see Austin Stelright hopping into the game here on the left side. Number 56 out there with him as well. Brady Stavanoa and Josh Jenkins. Your down lineman. Felix Wahlquist in there with a host of Cats. Josh Jenkins in there on the tackle as well. Got the big screen tonight on the camera. Watched the game through a 3-inch screen last week. Brought the old 7-incher this week. I feel like I'm watching this thing in like high definition big screen right now. Fake the handoff. Keep it on the ground. Wahlquist and Jenkins in there once again on the tackle. It's going to bring up a 3rd down for Holmen. 3rd and 7, we'll call it. Need to get to around the 42, 43-yard line for a first down here. I would guess if they get close, they're going to go for it. Pitch it out. Coming around the outside. Number 27. First contact, able to wrap him up. Mason Hyde, haven't called his number yet this season. Nice solo tackle there by Mason Hyde. Does bring up a 4th and 1, and yeah, looks like Holman's definitely going for it here. And you got to think, why not? I mean, they definitely have been able to get chunks in 3-4 yards pretty easily tonight. And we got whistles. Let's see what we end up with here.
They move him back. I don't know.
Yeah, then it turns into a 4th and 6, and they're going to move him back 5. They just went right up. You know, it wasn't even like they tried to pull the Cats off sides. They went right up and snapped it, but I just don't think everybody was set when they snapped the football. So that'll turn it into a 4th and 6. And I haven't seen any personnel changes. So now a couple new guys coming in. So maybe they're going to punt this thing away now. And boy, again, kind of the way the offenses have been playing tonight, I'd be pretty scared to punt the football unless I had it. Maybe they got a really good punter. If I think I can get 30, 40 yards out of it, sure.
The varsity had a good punter.
Did they?
Yeah.
High snap. Thought I heard a whistle. Is a high short kick, but it's going to get a Holmen bounce down to around the 24-yard line. So the Cats will set up shop here, up 22-20. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and if they can march the football down the field here and get up 30-20, maybe pull 7-8 minutes off the clock, you'd feel pretty good about your chances. Blake Schneider in there at tailback. Looks like Bo Bjork, the fullback.
What are we on? 24?
Tino will go under center. Tino to Blake Schneider. Schneider still on his feet. Out to around the 32-yard line. Going to be just short of a first down. Pickup of around 8 yards there. We'll give him 9 on first down. And that's what you'd like to see. You can go down there, pick up 8, 9 yards, keep the old clock rolling. Keep them sticks moving and take a 10-point lead. Schneider. This time he's wrapped up in the line of scrimmage and pulled down. I think he's going to be just short. We'll see where they mark the football, if they give him the old forward progress or not. Doesn't look like it. Gave him back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and short. So big down here for the Holmen defense. Cats will bring in some fresh personnel. Look for a run here over to the left side. The left side's where the beef is on the offensive line. That's where the Cats are going. And nothing doing there. That's a loss. So that's going to bring up a 4th and probably about 4 or 5 at the 30-yard line. And now the Cats will bring in some different personnel. And boy, it doesn't look like they're sending the punt team out there either. But Max Elminiak will punt for the Cats.
Josh's debut long snap.
Yeah, little Josh Jenkins in there, the long snapper. You were really excited about that when you saw that before the game. And now we got some whistles, and I think we got a timeout, Wildcat. I believe that might be their second one they've called. Boy, we were talking about track meets and going back and forth. Now we got 2 straight drives ending with the punt team out on the field.
Yeah.
One for Holmen, one for River Falls. Again, Thursday night. Check it out, River Falls Sports, freshman team. Heading up north, take on the Tigers in New Richmond on Thursday. And then 7 o'clock, Friday night, varsity football. 2-0 New Richmond against 2-0 River Falls. Both teams dominating performances in their opening games. So that might be the game of the week in the state.
In the state.
I'm going to say in the state.
Wow.
I think both those teams, no matter who wins that game at the end of the season, are going to be a couple of the top teams. Cats come out, going for it on 4th down. Tino over to Bjork. Bjork turning the corner. Bjork, first down, yardage, and more. So, yeah, they sent the punt team out there and talked it over and said, you know what? I don't like our chances here sending the punt team out. You know, what are we going to net? 10, 12 yards? Let's just go for it. I love it.
17.
17. And the Cats are super confident in that play. And that play, you know, we saw it last year with Josh catching it. Josh catches it still this year. But they love that play to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And I just to watch them run it, you know, I'm guessing they practice the crap out of that play, and they feel super confident in it. That time, Massa looking for Bjork downfield, and Bo couldn't quite haul it in. So 2nd and 10 now coming up for the Cats. 44 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Massa hands it off. Schneider, and boy, kind of pushing the first guy forward, and the second guy delivered quite a hit on him. That'll be a pickup of around 2 for Schneider there on 2nd down. Bring up, I'll give him 1. 3rd down and 9 now coming up for the Cats. Again, at midfield here, you're thinking 2 plays. They didn't punt it from their own 30. They're certainly not going to punt it at midfield. Massa under center. Massa fakes it to Schneider. Massa in a little bit of trouble, gets out of it. Still looking to throw the ball, and now pulled down. So 4th down and long now coming up for the Cats, and we'll see if they bring the punt team out. It's one thing to punt it when it's 3rd down, or to fake it when it's, or to go for it when it's 4th and 6. But when it's 4th and 16, doesn't feel as good. But again, football marked just inside the 40 at the 39. And if they don't feel confident in their punting game, Dino's still kind of walking around the field like he's thinking about going back out of the game. And now he pulled his helmet off. So punt team going to go onto the field here for the Cats. 10 minutes to play, 4th quarter.
Oh.
Start of the 4th quarter here.
There you go.
So that's the end of the 3rd, 22-20, River Falls. So after New Richmond on the road this week, next week it'll be the battle for the Little Brown Jug. Hudson traveling down Highway 35 to Raymer Field. That'll be a big game. And then we got Memorial coming to town after that. So 2-game homestand coming up for the Cats. Cats starting with 2 of the first 3 games of the season on the road, but then they finish with 4 of the last 6 at home. Max Hilmeniak in there to punt. And Hilmeniak able to send that one downfield, takes a Wildcat bounce down inside to the 15-yard line. So a really nice punt. If you can get that out of your punter, then send your punter onto the field.
Yeah,
That's what
nice,
we're looking for right there.
Nice spiral and everything.
Yep. It always stinks when you got 4th and 10 and you send your punter out there and you get 12 yards out of the punt.
Yep.
But when you can do that, yeah, we're sending the punter out there. Wildcat defense back on the field. 1st and 10 from their own 15 for Holmen, trailing 22-20. Start of the 4th quarter. They'll send a man in motion. They'll pitch it out to him. Pitch coming around the near side. Felix Wahlquist not able to wrap him up. The next man down the line able to get to the legs is Charlie Burke. But not until first down yardage.
Yeah.
That's a run of about almost 20 yards. We'll give him 16. 1st and 10 out to the 31 now for Holmen.
Really nice blocking on that.
Yep. They set it up well. Running back very patient. Let the blocks kind of set themselves up and just follow them through. They'll go up the middle this time. Pushing and shoving on the pile. Cat's able to pull him down, but it's going to be a gain of about 5 yards there on first down. Second, well, it'll be 4 yards, 2nd and 6 now coming up for Holmen. Holmen through the line. Nice tackle there by Charlie Burke.
Can't quite figure out that counter, huh?
No. Cats will bring in a fresh 3 down lineman. Jack Larson checks in. Near side. Ty Hastings is going to stay in there on the far side. Who's our man in the middle? Can't catch that number from this angle. We'll get it for you.
Brody.
Stavanova. Hand it off. And a nice tackle over there by Stavanova.
Yeah.
That looked like it was going to go through the line, and he just exploded on it. Super good kid. We had him a couple seasons. Always brought a good attitude, bright smile to practice with him. Enough for a first down though. Didn't get much, but didn't need much. 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. Keeper around the near side. Nice job there, Felix Wahlquist. That's one of those little breakdown plays. If Felix goes flying in there and tries to take his head off, he probably misses. But just got low, took the hips, brought him down. And that was a good open field tackle, as you're going to see. Clock rolling now under 7 minutes. 2nd down and 10 after a short loss there on first down. They're running around the far side now. Those high tackle attempts. Felix did it spot on this side, and that time he came in high. He was chasing the play from behind. But He's trying to tackle a guy at the pads. Doesn't go well.
Nope. Who was on that tackle? Is that Charlie?
I missed it.
It was.
1st and 10 now, just inside the 45-yard line. It'll be under 6 minutes to go here by the time they snap the football. Holmen just looking to put a nice solid drive together here. Run some clock and put it in the end zone. Cats swapping out the guys up front again. Trying to get some fresh bodies in there. They'll hand it off up the middle. And probably, yeah, it'll be real close to first down. Needed 4. Got 3.5. So 3rd down and inches now for Holmen. Clock under 5 now. Ball spotted at around the 35-yard line. Taking their time, running some clock here. Handed off to the man up the middle. Jack Larson
Jackson on that
got
one.
him wrapped up, but I think that second surge is going to give him the first down. Let's do that about 3 plays in a row here. And 4 plays. We need 4.
Yeah.
4 plays in a row here.
We did have 3 in a row.
Yeah.
They had a gain of 2, a gain of 1, and a gain of 1.
So fresh set of downs here, and Holmen running clock, taking their time here. They're thinking we're just going to just salt this clock away and finish this game in the end zone and not give the Cats offense an opportunity, I think is the plan here.
It's a lot of time.
A lot of time, 4 minutes. They'll hand it off to the winger, and he'll take it down inside the 20, down to the 25. Cats will bring a couple fresh bodies in. 56 and 65 check into the game. DeAndre Barbie and Brady Stavanova. Cats could use one of those punch the football plays out here too.
Mm-hmm.
Come in handy. Laying it off. The Cats did get a hand in there. Nice tackle, Charlie Burke. Again. You take the legs, you wrap the legs up, he's not going anywhere.
Yep.
Holmen calls timeout. So 3:05 to go, fourth quarter. Cats clinging to a 2-point lead, but Holmen inside the 20, ball marked at the 16. First down and 10. And what Holmen did there is they just walked off the field, waited till the play clock ran down to 1, and then called timeout. So I think they're thinking, hey, let's get our guys some rest here. Let's get our O-line and all our guys as much time as possible to kind of catch their breath, come over and get a drink. It does the same thing for the defense as well, but, boy, you got to think Holmen's got momentum on their side now, down to the 15 to 16-yard line here with 3:05 to go. Next JV broadcast will be next Monday, and we will be bringing the action from right here once again at Wildcat Field. So whenever the varsity is on the road, the JV will be at home. When the varsity is at home, JV will be on the road. Freshmen will play essentially the same schedule as the varsity when they're on the road. Freshmen's on the road. Freshmen will typically play on Thursday nights, but that week of Superior, it'll look a lot like last week where they'll play just before the varsity. All right, Holmen back on the field here, 1st and 10, trailing by 2 with 3:05 to go from the 16-yard line. They'll go under center. They'll hand it off to the fullback, and he's going to fall forward, and it's going to be a gain of about 5 or 6 probably, just inside the 10. Josh Jenkins will check in for one Jack Larson now. Josh with the forced fumble already today. We could use another one here. Coming in there. Tackled by number 25 that time, Bo Bjork. Coming in from the linebacker spot, but that should be enough for a first down. It is. It'll be 1st and goal now for Holmen from around the 5-yard line. Foot point of the football touching just at the 5. Clock rolling. 2:15 to go, and Holmen's going to take their time and leave Mr. Massa with as little time as possible. I think the Cats have called 2 timeouts. Either have 1 or none.
Do we stop at the 2-minute warning?
And number 12 is going to fall into the end zone for the touchdown. And frankly, it's probably a good thing for the Cats. Clock stop now for the 2-minute warning.
There you go.
So that'll make it 26-22. And this is a pretty big 2-point conversion, because if they make it, the Cats will have to convert theirs if they're able to score to win the game. So if they make the 2 here, then the Cats are able to go down to the field and score a touchdown. They would need to get the point after to get the win. And we've yet to see the JV team kick an extra point. So if they score, it'll be going for 2. Holmen, 2-point conversion. 12's looking to throw. He's got a man in the back of the end zone, and he's got it. So that'll make it 28-22 Holmen. So the Cats will get an opportunity here with 1:52 to go. And last season, Mr. Jenkins, we saw a lot of late game heroics out of Mr. Moss's arm. We're going to need it again tonight. But
who's rotation on the running back? I think is Max in.
It should be
This
Max
one?
if they continue the rotation that they've had, but we'll see what they do. Because I don't think Max has been in yet on the offensive side of the football here in the second half. Did play quite a bit of defense there, but haven't seen him offensively here in this half. Defensive stats ready to go. We're going to assume that we probably won't be playing a whole lot of defense here the rest of the game. Shot here with 2 tackles. Josh with 5, including the forced fumble. Jack Larson with 1. Hastings with 1. Bo Bjork 4. Felix with 3. Brody Schaefer with 3. Kick is going to be high. Fielded inside the 20-yard line. Still on his feet. And all the way out to the 45-yard line. Tara Savage brings it out to the 46. You can just leave Joey in and just give him the football. He's picking up 13 yards a clip, Dan. You don't even need to huddle.
Yeah.
Tara Savage to the right, Tara Savage to the left, and we'd be down the field here in about 4 or 5 plays.
Well, it looks like he's staying in.
Yeah, he's going to stay in there. Charlie Burke, 7 tackles. Carter Serene with 1. Tiffany with 4. DeAndre Barbie 3. Get to the rest of them here as time allows. Cats will start from the shotgun. Tara Savage in there as a running back right next to Tino. Tino looking to throw. Gets it out to Ryder Ergens. Ergens out to the 50 and steps out of bounds. Looks like they'll mark him out at the 48-yard line. So short pickup, call it 4. Leaves 2nd and 6 for the Cats here. But the nice thing with that one, not a lot of time off the clock. You got out of bounds. Not a terrible first play. Tino once again from the shotgun. Looking to throw. Right out to Ryder again. This time Ryder will step out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 48-yard line on the positive side of the field. 3rd down and about 4 coming up. 3rd and 5 for the Cats. Brady Savinoa, 5 tackles. Ryder Ergens with 3. Joey Tara-Savage with 2. And Mason Hyde with 1. 1:41 to play. Clock stopped. Cats with a couple of short passes to start this drive. Go from the pistol now. Hand it off to Tara-Savage. Tara-Savage, first down yardage and more out to the 40-yard line. Clock rolling up.
Joey just doesn't fall forward. He runs forward.
He runs forward and just arm tackle's not going to bring him down.
No.
So they start the clock now. They do stop the clock to move the chains in high school football. And once the ball is set, chains are set, the clock gets going. 1:28 to go. Cats will set up with 3 receivers on this side. Throw it over to the near side. Caught by Ergens again. Pretty much the same play. They ran the first 2 plays of the drive, but just switch sides. And it's a nice play. You get some positive yardage. You get out of bounds. You get that clock stopped. Gives you time to kind of get your personnel in and out. Gives you time to take a little break, get a huddle in, and you pick up some positive yardage. 2nd and 5. And really all you need to do is get down around the 30, and Tino can throw it into the end zone from there. Tino taking a look around, throwing it, and it's incomplete. That was one of those deals that Tino was under some pressure there. Didn't have a guy, just threw it at his feet to not take the sack. You don't want to take the sack here. So 3rd and 5 coming up for River Falls here, trailing 28-22. Ball marked at the Holmen 36-yard line. Cats will bring in Josh Jenkins. There's a good chance that maybe they'll throw him the football here. They'll go from the shotgun. Joe completes the pass to number 20.
Todd Benedict.
That's Todd Benedict. And I think Todd could have just gone forward and got the first down, tried to make an extra play there, and gets pulled down short of the first down. I think if he just run forward, he probably would have got the first down. Tries to kind of make a little extra honey out of that play and didn't quite convert. So 4th down coming up for the Cats will be about a 4th and 2 from the 33-yard line, just inside the 33. And this is probably Joe Tara-Savage territory, I think.
Yeah.
And Cats just used their last timeout. So maybe you try to put 2 plays in here while you got time to talk. Maybe a Joey left, Joey right, and then Spike. 3 plays. Nathan Johnston, the center, lead the Cats out onto the field here. 4th down and 2. Tara-Savage and Jenkins in the backfield. The give to Tara-Savage. Tara-Savage ahead for about 4. That will move the chains, so it'll stop the clock for a moment. Cats will have an opportunity to get set as they move the chains right up on the line of scrimmage. So they did come in with a couple plays. Massa up there, pitch to Tarasavich left. Joey able to elude the first tackler, still fighting. They blow the whistle, but the clock's going to roll here. I think the Cats are out of timeouts. 2nd down and 8 now coming up after the gain of 2. Cats will bring in a little bit different personnel here. Clock rolling now, 30 seconds to go. I think you're going to see a couple throws to the end zone here. 2nd and 8. Massa from the shotgun. Massa takes a look, waiting for something to develop. Throws it downfield, and he's got Charlie. No, who is that? 84. Who do we got on the list there? 84. Caden Kroll. Haven't called his number all season, but Caden runs a beautiful route and hauls in the catch for the touchdown. Touchdown, Caden Kroll. I don't know. The guy's got magic in his hands. How many times did we see it last year? It was like you're never out of the game when that kid's behind the center. Just ice in his veins. And the Cats were going to be going for 2 here after they tie the game up with 14 seconds left. So have an opportunity to get the win here if they can convert the 2. I don't know. I would be a fan of 21 getting the football here. They've yet to stop him for less than 2 yards tonight. But like I said, we didn't even know who 84 was. I had to look down the sheet. Oh, it's Caden. Awesome kid there, too, Caden Kroll. Baseball player. And came up big there. And just a beautiful rope there thrown by Tino Massa right in stride for Caden to catch and waltz into the end zone for the touchdown. The Cats will come out of the field. Josh Jenkins and Joe Tarasavich in the backfield. 28-28. This 2-point conversion could decide it. Cats will still have to kick off to Holmen here. Kick it to Tarasavich. Tarasavich into the end zone. It's good. 30-28. Wildcats. Heck of a drive to hopefully cap off the 4th quarter. They went down with less than 2 minutes to go and took the football almost 70 yards down the field to retake the lead here with 14 seconds to go. And I would guess the Cats will be kicking off here, and you're going to see guys like Charlie Burke playing center field defensively.
Yep.
Maybe a Hilmeniak. Put those guys out there and just say, don't let anybody pass you. Might see somewhat of a squib kick here. Cats defensively will probably get an opportunity to put a few more stats on the board. We did already read those defensive stats for you because we kind of figured probably wouldn't be a whole lot more defensive play here for the Cats, but it's probably going to be a couple of plays. You'll get a special teams tackle here and then probably a couple plays depending on the play selection here by Holmen. So Ryder Ergens in there to kick off for the Cats. That's been a nice thing that we've had tonight is some deep kickoffs. Ryder counting his personnel, make sure there's 10 guys behind him. Looks like the numbers are right. 6 plus 4 equals 10, plus the kicker's 11. Basic math, even I can understand. So 14 seconds remaining. Get a few ticks here once the ball comes off the tee. Don't think Holmen has any timeouts left. So that's a nice kick. You just squib it. Don't allow them to get their kickoff set up, and the Cats able to get that football down, and Holmen will start this drive at the 36 or 37-yard line. And if they complete a pass here, you're probably looking at 1 or 2 plays unless they can get out of bounds. If he's tackled inbounds, the game's over. Matt Tiffany back. Matt's got some speed. Charlie Burke back. Holmen looking to throw. Josh Jenkins chasing him down. He hits him as he throws. Incomplete. The incomplete pass will stop the clock. Josh Jenkins came off the edge here, unblocked. Made the quarterback rush the throw, put a nice hit on him. Got Jenkins, Stavanova, and I think Ty Hastings. No, I don't think that's Ty. It's, I don't know. Eight seconds left. This time they'll run it around this side. Got some room to run. If the Cats can keep them in bounds, game's over. That's it. So they got themselves some yardage, but that will end the game. And River Falls comes from behind, trailed it 28-22 with 1:50 left, and the Cats marched down the field. Big touchdown play at the end there. Massa to Caden Kroll for the touchdown. They get the 2-point conversion with Joe Tarasavage to put them ahead 30-28, and they're going to come out of here with a 30-28 win after the inbound tackle. Now we got some stripes talking out here. Unless there's a defensive penalty, this game's over. I didn't see a flag. I don't know what we're talking about here. What are we doing? That's over. He said, raise the roof. It's over, baby. Time to party. Yeah, unless there was a defensive penalty, when you run the football and you get tackled in bounds, it's over. So congratulations, River Falls. Was looking a little touch and go there for a while, Dan. Looking a little scary.
Yeah, right at the end here.
Gave up the lead a couple of times, but, last year we saw Tino drive the Cats back from a deficit at the end a couple different times, and does it again tonight. I mean, just an incredible throw in a spot that, 14 seconds left. You're down 6, and you're basically at your own 30, and just a beautiful route by Caden Kroll across the middle, and Tino Massa hit him on the run for the touchdown. So it was just one of those deals where it looked like maybe the Cats would have an opportunity to put them away early. A couple of turnovers, but came up offensively when they needed it. Caden Kroll just gets a hug. Let's go over some offensive stats. Dan Jenkins doing the stats for us tonight. We got Tarasavage with 111 yards on the ground, 2 extra point conversions. Blake Schneider, 48 yards on the ground, extra point conversion. Josh Jenkins, 1 catch for 70 yards and a touchdown. We got Bo Bjork, 1 catch for 33 yards. Todd Benedict, 1 catch for 3. Charlie Burke, 1 catch for 26, happened to be a touchdown. Gal Dumond, couple catches for 42 yards. Ryder Ergens, 5 catches for 15 yards. And Caden Kroll, 1 catch for 27 yards. It is the game-winning touchdown. Tino Massa, 12 for 17 tonight, $153 passing. And more importantly, the quarterback, what's the most important stat? The dub.
The W.
Gets the dub. So thanks to everybody for joining us. Thanks to Dan Jenkins for always helping out, and our good friend Kevin Westhouse in here helping us set up a little bit this evening. Again, if you're looking to get involved in the broadcast, we would love to have a camera operator. If you'd like to talk, we'd take some talking. If you don't want to talk and just come up and run the camera, that would be awesome too. But always looking for some help here on the broadcast if we can get it. and you'll probably end up with a couple of lifelong buddies out of it. That's the main thing with this whole thing, is just the relationships and meeting some new friends and new people, and it's a fun time, and it's rewarding to come up here and hang out and just talk about these young athletes. It's fun to watch these guys do what they do, and there's just a lot of excitement around here too. Just an opportunity to be part of this program. River Falls football is just looking as good as it ever has. It's been a fun season so far, and it's going to be quite a year this year, and we're looking forward to New Richmond.
Yeah. Quite a testament to the depth of this sophomore team as well. 3 different offenses rolling in. Each one performing, each one scoring.
Yep. And we're talking about Brecken, or talking about Tino and how great he is, but boy, Brecken French last week was about as good as you can be as a quarterback too. And it's just one of those things where you got a couple of really, really solid kids, and you're running out there with 3 running backs, and they're all making hay when they're getting the football. And I mean, it's just fun to be part of this thing right now. It's fun to see these kids out there doing what they do, and just exciting time to be a Wildcat. So a lot of good things, and Kevin was talking about ETS and how that's really changed things here. But I think it's one of those things too that once winning and losing, they're both contagious. And you start winning games, guess what happens? Everybody starts winning games. If programs start not winning games and losing, that negativity kind of spreads and infects everybody. But both these things are contagious, and if you can win the way we're winning right now, it just all ships rise.
Yep. So. And that's provable by the numbers that are coming out and in the middle school and elementary school youth football. Yep. Hundreds of kids.
Yep. Everybody wants to be a part of a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it helps when you get those athletes, all those athletes coming out, you're going to win some games. Mm-hmm. So a lot of fun. For Dan Jenkins and Kevin Westhouse, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. We enjoyed